Good morning, Kenya. My name is Vivian Ndegwa, and on this segment, we get to talk about manufacturing. It is a key sector in Kenya's economic development, and it is also quite diverse. And for that reason, we want to just take a keen look on it as a topic. And joining me for that is one Peter Ndishu. Peter Ndishu is the manufacturing director, Hako Industries. Good morning, Peter.
Morning, Vivian.
You're well this morning?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Thank you
so
very much.
You're welcome. When it comes to manufacturing, as much as it's a key sector in the economic development of Kenya, it is still a growing market, you know, right here in Kenya. Maybe what is being done to steer ahead it further?
Okay, I think what we need to do in manufacturing more is in terms of supply chain, focusing more on diversifying the supply chain. Because if we localize our supply, then it becomes easier for us to get the materials on time and also maybe to improve on the sustainability aspect on the manufacturing ecosystem. So what we need, like what we learned from COVID 2019, we faced a lot of challenges in terms of getting those materials from overseas. But what we need now to do more on is develop the local suppliers who can give us some of those materials, like say the vegetable oils or the natural oils. They are mostly locally available and also regionally available in Africa. So if we can develop those suppliers, and especially the SMEs, the women-led enterprises, we get those materials locally, then it becomes easier because as we speak today, the shipping costs are rising day by day. So if we get those materials locally, then it will be easier to manufacture here locally and also to support the local vendors in terms of supply of those materials. Yes.
Maybe what opportunities are there in manufacturing at the moment?
Opportunities are there because most of the products, some of them are imported, but we can manufacture them locally. So what we need to do is to support the SME sector, and by doing so, like now the essential oils, most of if you go to most of the shelves on the key accounts, you find they are imported blends, but those can be manufactured locally. Because what they do, even the overseas guys, they...
Thank you for staying with us. Now, if I may ask you, Mr. Ndishu, how has the manufacturing industry changed over the years?
The manufacturing sector has kind of revolutionized by especially the challenges that we are also facing. Like now the tax regime that the government has put in place or imposed on us, and also the challenges on the cost of production, like energy, that is both the electricity and fuel has gone up by 36%, so that is impacting on our production cost. And what we need to do, or what we are asking the government to do, is to make sure that we are also involved, or we are also consulted as a sector, so that we advise the government on the various taxes that they are bringing on board, how they are affecting us. They should also listen to the manufacturers so that we get to support our consumers, because the taxes that are imposed on manufacturing, they are also translated to the end consumer price. So to make our products affordable, because these products are not only sold in Kenya, they are sold across Africa, and we need to have, in terms of the price, it needs to be affordable to the end consumer. And as you know, with the current economy, the disposable income is shrinking day by day. So if again the products are also expensive, then it becomes difficult for the consumers to pick your product, and as well now that has a ripple effect on our performance as a sector. So if the government can listen more to the manufacturing sector, so that we make our products affordable, we create more employment, and we also support GDP as to what the government want or is always calling manufacturers to do. Yep.
Is this something you've tried to work on? Is this a conversation that maybe is ongoing with the government, or we're not yet there?
We can say yes, the conversation is there, but the only problem is that at times the issues that we raise to the government are not listened to. because like now the finance bill that was the 2024 finance bill, it had come with a lot of taxes, but through KEM, Kenya Association of Manufacturers, KEM tried to rob it through those taxes, but they were not listened to. So what we are calling for is if the government can listen to the players, then it becomes easier for us to agree on the way forward, and also to make sure that the taxes are not punitive to the industry and affecting the sector in general.
Yeah, but the bill was withdrawn.
Yeah, it was withdrawn.
It was
withdrawn, okay. But there are some, like now, what the government wanted to introduce last year, the EGMS, the stickers that were supposed to be put on each and every cosmetic bottle. So that will, although it was given a 1-year stay, but we don't know whether it will come back again. But if it's implemented, then it will impact on our product costs, because that EGMS sticker was around 0.5 Kenya shillings. So, and if you check the other industry players in other countries, it's not there. So that will increase the price of our products to the disadvantage of the Kenyan players, because we are exporting these products to other markets.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. How do you ensure quality control, throughout the process of the manufacturing process, and at the same time also ensuring it's environmentally friendly?
So as a business, what we do is we use reputable suppliers, which we have developed over time. So what we do is we give them specifications of the quality we want, because our system is building quality along the pipeline. So we start with the input materials. We give suppliers, this is the specification of this material, the quality specification that we want. So once we get that material, we also test it before we use it. We test and we ensure that it conforms to the specification that we want as a business. So if the materials conform to the specification that we want, it gets to the manufacturing process, we also expect the end product also to conform with the same specifications. So over time, we have developed our partners in terms of the supply chain, and we use at least 3. We have a policy that each and every material, we have at least 3 suppliers. So if this supplier is not able to avail the material, then we have a backup plan with the other supplier. So we have been doing that over and over again, and we ensure that we meet regularly with these suppliers, and we evaluate them, and we also measure them in terms of the supplies that you have given us over a quarter. This met specification, this was out of specification. So we work together with them, we partner with them. They are part of our business. So we partner with them to make sure that what we want, they are able to give us in terms of the quality specifications. Then we have a fully-fledged quality assurance department that does the inspection from the point of receipt of these materials all the way to production process and also to the packing process. So we ensure quality is built along those stations.
And what maybe are the risks associated, with supply chain, which you've just explained, the disruption of the supply chain? What risks maybe could be associated with that?
Supply chain disruptions are persistent. So what we do as a business is to have a backup plan in terms of having 3 suppliers. So if supplier X is not having the material that you want, you can go to supplier Y. Then the other thing that we also do is to make sure that we get multiple suppliers, and especially local suppliers and also regional suppliers, to make sure that that material that we are looking for, instead of us importing, because like now we are facing a lot of challenges. Anything coming out of Europe, there's a lot of challenges in terms of shipping and the shipping cost. So what we do is to make sure that we can, if that material can be available locally or regionally, then we adopt that supplier to make sure that, because if it's a local, like now I can give you an example, shea butter, raw shea butter we used to get from USA. So what we did, we have already recruited 2 suppliers. We get from Uganda here and also from Ghana. So it's easier, because if you ship from Ghana to Nairobi or to Mombasa, it will take you, say, 40 days. But if you are shipping from US or from Europe, it takes a maximum 3 months. So that period you have to shorten it. And we are doing that also in the perspective of reducing the emissions. Because if you are getting that material locally, that distance from Uganda to Kenya is very short compared to Europe.